So you're going to know this message is for you if you're just feeling euphoric right now, almost overwhelmed with abundance. And it's like there's so much positivity and love in this space that you may need to take a break, like just like float at the top at this time and heal, because that's what's happening. You're in this very healing energy, and everything it took to get where you are is exactly what you're healing from. And is a beautiful, it has been a beautiful journey, and it will continue to be a beautiful journey. People recognize this about you, that you're very positive and optimistic. They might not know how or why, but it doesn't really matter at this time, because you're balanced, you're staying in balance, and you're able to balance all of this attention that you're receiving. So you'll know this message is yours because you have a very keen sense of awareness of your situation, and you are able to pick out the positive. You're able to specifically float on the negative, and that's the vibe. It's something that attracts people towards you. Whether you consider them to be positive or negative, there's a space for them, and they feel comfortable in that space that you create for them, comfortable to continue working on them, continue building whatever they've got going on. It definitely feels like they are an asset to you. You appreciate them there, and they appreciate you having them. That's the vibe, okay? They had a lot of choices and they chose you. This could also be your energy. If you had a lot of choices and you chose what you're doing, is the vibe that whoever's in this energy made a choice to be here, and is a positive and beautiful thing. Okay. You have the sun coming out, and that is basically the start of a beautiful day, a beautiful new experience that you may have had countless times in the past, but just add another one, and it's just amazing energy. Like, really? Okay. That's why the vibe is like, okay, now just float, because you've done enough. So everything else is being taken care of by the universe, and you're reaching every goal that you put ahead of your eyes. You're able to reflect on your past, reflect on your future, enjoy the present. It is just overabundance, okay? With the 10 of Cups here, it's not just you. You're not alone. And that's the best part about it. The more, the merrier. With this energy, I definitely see whoever's in this energy as divine feminine, very confident in themselves, in their space, filling out their bodies and loving every bit of it. Okay. You may have gone through some dark times, and those dark times help you to appreciate these bright days ahead of you. And just this energy that you're in right now is so beautiful. And again, whether this is your energy or people who are getting close to you, they don't want anything but you. That's the vibe. You're a support system to some at this point, or you may have a support system that appreciates you and values you being there. It works both ways, whether this is an emotional exchange or just purely physical or financial. Whatever way is coming is very appreciated. So that's the vibe we're about to get into, and definitely stick around if you resonated with any of this. So yeah. And keep in mind that this is a general message. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by sending your PayPal or sending your payment through PayPal. All of my prices are in my bio, and I'll definitely get back to you within that day. All right. So yeah, let's get into this energy. What's going on? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. This vibe here is just like, whoa, it's so brand new. It feels like crystal clear energy right here. Like you got a blank slate. Anything is possible. You feel so optimistic right now. And also it feels like it's late. It feels like you're starting over, but it also feels like the place where you're starting from is already an advantage. If that makes any sense. Like you're so ahead of the game that to fall back at this point is really like a stitch, like a double stitch. You meant to do that. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like this is just adding to your foundation. It's definitely just making you stronger overall. And I definitely feel like you're looking forward to it. It's like part of the process. Almost like someone practicing guitar. And you're like, you have an opportunity to skip ahead and to do much better than your peers. But this is like, no, I'm just gonna, stay home and focus and put my mind to it, almost like someone using some kind of stimulant to inspire themselves, whereas you're just kind of living life, going on picnics, experiencing the world in a really natural, slow paced way. And you're getting there. You're definitely moving forward and moving towards this goal of yours. It feels amazing. The energy feels amazing. Wow, you got the Fool in reverse. So this is really giving the energy like you're new at this, but you're not new at this. Like you're starting from the place that you began, but you have so much more experience than you did in the past. And that speaks volumes, almost like a kindergarten teacher. Like, yeah, you are starting over and you are dealing with things that you dealt with already, but you have so much more experience than you did. And it feels like you can look at it from a perspective that's just so full of life. Almost like someone living a second life. Like this is a past life where you're starting from, or you're being reborn for some. I just feel like whoever this is, you tapped into something from the past, a past life, a past experience. Maybe you're looking at old photos of yourself and it's just like, I don't even know how to describe this really, how beautiful you are. I feel like it could be scary for some, or maybe it was in the past. This is drop dead gorgeous energy and it's like, whoa, that almost caught me off guard, but I'm still here. Yeah. Someone's definitely a bombshell and you're just being reminded of that. Or someone's looking at old photos of themselves being really fit and athletic. It's like, I didn't even try. Like, was I really looking that good? So it just feels like someone's just beaming with self-love at this time. Yeah, look at this. This is your childhood memories, childhood nostalgia. Also, it's like someone's got you remembering something from the past that is really lifting your spirits if they need to be lifted. But I also feel like you have a well-rounded sense of yourself and a full range of emotions here. Yeah, so there's this vibe like you don't need to cling or stick to a specific point in your life where things were good, or whatever the case is, you had a leg up in society or life or in a relationship. There's just this energy that, when it's time to move on, you could just pack your bags and go. And anywhere you point on the map is an option, and you'll get along and you'll just feel great. Like, this is the vibe of someone who's a backpacker, or maybe you've always dreamed of touring Europe or someplace. It could be anywhere. This person could be astral traveling. I don't know if you're into movies from British or BBC. I don't know how you would call these movies, but it's like overseas. Or maybe you're from Britain or England, or I don't know. I'm thinking about Doctor Who and just space traveling and all of these different worlds, or maybe getting into a new show and getting lost in the plot. And you're like, whoa, I used to do this. I used to be obsessed with watching shows, and whatever happened to that, like life just started to take over. Or maybe you took some time to focus on your environment, and now you're going back to being obsessed with Hollywood actors and the game of it all. And it's like, now you understand these books that you're reading. I don't know, for some people, I'm getting like you're a bookworm, and you might have started this obsession or this journey of yours by reading books and not knowing what the heck was going on. Like, why is this person sad? Why are they obsessed with this or doing these things, making these decisions? So you decide to go live a life of your own, and it feels like it almost could have gotten out of control, but you snapped back and was like, hey, this is fun. I love this. You could be a writer. I definitely feel like everything that you've experienced is being used for something. If that's writing a story, writing a book, writing a movie, you have so much more support than you did when you first started. Going back to the beginning is almost like it's showtime. I'm getting somebody with this energy, like almost like I forget the word they use for women who have silver hair. They have experience in life, a crone or something like that. That's the vibe. Like, you're confident, you're sexy, you know who you are, and you're just ready. Like, yeah. 1010 Okay. 10:01 on the clock. Yeah, and that's the vibe. Even with those numbers here, is like you're going forward, you're going backward, but you're so balanced. What else? Okay. So there was something you had to refuse or reject in the past, or there's some energy like nothing was lost, or you're not missing out on anything because you had to walk away from something. Something wasn't good enough for you. Uh, Something wasn't worth your time. And also, I feel like there's someone in your energy who is refusing anything but you. It's like I'm seeing this person doing a sit in, almost like Mahatma Gandhi. Like, you are his piece, you are their piece, whoever this person is or group of people, and they don't want anything but you. You have the sun here, positivity. Yeah, like someone has a new lease on life, but that lease is being renewed. It's something you've been working at for your entire life. And it's almost like all of a sudden you realize, not all of a sudden, like this is something you've been understanding, coming to understand your entire life, that God is all you need. God is love. You are love. You are connected to the universe. You are a source. You are part of everything. There's nothing setting you off track. You are the track. You're literally everything. And I feel like you're about to be shown that, whether it's through experiences or whether it's just you remembering your own experiences, memories of your life. With this Ace of Wands here and this Queen of Wands, definitely getting divine feminine energy. And it also feels like, yeah, like the beginning is your end. So someone is starting over for sure. What else? Look at the 10 of Cups. Someone is connecting to their heart space. They're connecting to the deeper meaning of life. Someone's getting more in touch with their emotions. And it feels like, almost like you value this more. Like, it's like all I have is my family, my friends, my community, and that's everything. Like, what was I even worried about before? This is it. This is all I need, and I'm happy. I'm perfectly happy. And yeah, okay, at the bottom of the deck, you have the moon. So that really does just close it and cover everything. With the moon and the sun coming out, is like you may be going through some days. There's dark and there's light in this experience. And it's like you wouldn't be able to appreciate the bright days without the dark days. And maybe the bright days are coming when it seems like on some plane or some planetary field or some realm, you might be worried and stressed out, but you're perfectly content. So this is your energy. I have your energy. This is it right here. Just keep in mind that this is a personal, this is a general reading. So if you like a personal reading, you can do so. But let's dive a little bit deeper. Okay. So you have 6 of Cups here and the moon coming out. 6 of Cups, the moon. Let's get into this. Someone refusing something, or someone in your energy, possibly that was in darkness, is seeing you as their only choice. They're recognizing the clarity in the situation. They're receiving clarity. Their eyes are opening. Where they were in the past is no longer an issue. So this person could be the one who is clearing space for you. There's a lot attached to this energy. So there's a vibe of someone who is in your space and they've gotten rid of everything to be with you. They walked away from everything, and it was worth it because everything they were dealing with was an illusion. And the vibe is that you've also made space for this person, or you don't mind this person being in your energy. It's like, I'm seeing this cat here and this wand that this queen is holding as being this tree, and this person is like, I'm getting the same energy from this. You see what I'm saying? Like there's kind of a parallel energy here. And he's like almost like a house cat in his vibe, and he doesn't mind it because of your energy. Couple more cards. What else? Let's clarify the Queen of Wands and the Ten of... The Page of Swords. Okay. So there's some delayed news. Something is coming towards you. There could be a delay with the message that's coming towards you. But I'm definitely getting from this vibe that this Ten of Cups is something that you've been planning for, but you may not realize how quickly it comes. Yeah, I'm getting that you might have been planning your whole life for this. And then when it's here, you're just ready to move. You're just up and ready and out the door, on to the next, is the vibe I'm getting with this. Like your mind is so sharp. There's this energy of paranoia and sarcasm and maliciousness in this energy. But I feel like you being in your North Node, you just kind of glaze right over that. Like just glide right over any kind of negativity. And that negativity is meant to be there. This darkness is meant to be here. You have the dark and the light, the moon and the sun to be here. Whatever's on the bottom is meant to carry you to this next space. And also whoever is in the bottom, they may not be there permanently. It may just be their phase. So there's no need to try and linger and lurk and, pull anyone with you if this is a person, or if it is just an energetic field. You're like, you don't need to get sucked into this field, whereas though it is very magnetic and it could have the tendency to pulls who are associated with it. But I feel like you're of this higher energy, so it's going to come off more like the ground to you. Whereas for others, it might be opening up and pulling them in. I'm seeing someone gliding across it like almost like an ice skater. But for others, it's a black hole. So, okay, so we have, this is the Six of Cups and the Wands. We're going to clarify with the Six of Swords. So we do have this energy of someone leaving a situation and coming towards you. And this could also be related to your past memories, your past self. Yeah, this could be you collecting up your past self. This is only for some people. If you think like this is the vibe, the energy that I'm getting. Like by you looking at old photos and reading old journals or things like that, or even just thinking, not necessarily thinking in the same mindset, but just connecting to a past way that you used to think and forgiving that way of thought, or having compassion for it, saying, yeah, I understand why you would say something like that because of the experiences you're going through. But I have experiences now that state otherwise. But yeah, tag along and learn what I'm learning. That's the vibe I'm getting. So basically, there's no spot in your life where you can say, oh no, I was an idiot. Just cut that person off and leave them, let them burn in hell. I was like, no, I had reasons for thinking the way I thought when I thought that way. And if it wasn't for someone, basically your higher self, creating a space for you to come on board and learn some life, then you would still be stuck in that position. So the vibe is basically that you have this whole line of memories and feelings that go throughout your entire life, and each one is connected to the one before and the one after. So it's a clear path and it's a clear flow. So let's clarify the Fool and the Sun. Someone's definitely in a good space right here. And it's getting even better. So you have the Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, rewards, perseverance. Those rewards are coming because of your perseverance. And you're getting comfortable in a space where it wasn't comfortable before. It's only comfortable because you planted those seeds, you watched them grow, you nurtured them, you made sure they got their sun and their water and everything. You protected them. And now, well, now will be Eight of Cups, but I mean, that could be what you're doing right now, protecting and nurturing this crop of yours. But it goes without saying that you're going to have a harvest very soon. This could be your second and third harvest. It's like you already know what happens next. It's just nothing but abundance. It's nothing but love pouring all over you. And, you know, it's like, yeah, we're just going to continue here. So the Two of Pentacles, this deck, every time I grab this deck, is like abundance and prosperity that comes out. So right away, you've got the Two of Pentacles. And this could relate to some money that you either have or are about to receive. And you're going to know exactly what to do with it, because it seems like in the past, you may not have known what to do with the money, or you didn't realize you didn't know until you went through, oh, okay, well, that would have been great if I saved the money and now I have that to spend on this certain thing. So that's the vibe I'm getting, is that you are receiving this money, or you have money now that because of this experience, you're like, okay, I already know that this is a cycle. This sort of thing happens. It's going to happen again. Let me just hit the books. Let me, get to work and prepare for this. It's like a seasonal thing with this energy. There's people in your space right now that feel safe and protected. And I'm getting a vibe like, what happened with this person? Like, they either moved on from a situation or they're about to move on again. This energy here is really interesting. Like, if this is you or someone in your space, the vibe is like this person sees you as the perfect fit and you know what to do with that. But you've also had to deal with this kind of a situation in the past, like someone seeing you as the perfect fit and then, okay, now that person is the perfect fit, gotta go. It's like, it's a flow. And maybe just once in your life, you're like, no, and it's a heartbreak. Don't go. But now it's like, okay, on to the next, on to the next. That is the flow. That's the energy. And the whole point is to keep it in rotation, keep it cycling, keep it balanced. There's money coming in, you spend it. You know what to spend it on. It's not about holding on to it. For some of y'all, use your intuition. Okay, so use your intuition with this. But with this specific energy, I'm just feeling like there's a flow here, and it's constant. It's constantly coming and it's constantly going. And that is ultimately some new ground that you're basically gliding across. I'm hoping this is coming off because it sounds so like convoluted to my ears. So you have Seven of Swords coming out. Someone's definitely getting something out of you, whether you recognize it or not. You definitely have something powerful here that is beneficial. Something is coming up. There's a message here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you have a channel or something, or if you're working towards monetization and you notice that there's ads running on your videos or your content, and you don't exactly, maybe you're checking like, wait, am I already monetized? The fact is, whatever this platform is that's using you, or you're using this platform, is definitely a good connection, and a relationship is going both ways because they see value in you enough to put on your content. That's the vibe I'm getting. So someone values you enough to huddle up close to you and be in your space. Someone wants to start a family with you, whether you're part of that family or not. They want their family involved with you. Like, you could be someone of service that does hair, or a cook, or something you're doing. You could be a hunter. I don't know what times we're living in, but that's the vibe. And it's just like this village energy, like give and take. And overall, everybody's doing very, very well. By any man's standard and by any definition, it's like life goes on and things are doing pretty good. Okay. I'm just going to pull a couple more cards because we are nearing the end, and just get a couple more cards for this energy, just to close out this energy. Okay, so you have take a break. The Four of Swords, someone resting, taking a break, and it's after you've done the work is after the harvest, is what I'm getting. That's the beauty of it. Like, you definitely do work hard in this energy. You work hard and you get paid a lot for what you do. And that payment may be coming in a good night's sleep and a full decent meal and a nice warm shower, scrubbing your scalp and all of that good stuff. Hygiene, personal hygiene, you cleaning your house, cleaning your life, cleaning your situation. Harvesting is basically like cleaning your crops, right? So I'm going to pull a card for your manifestations and just see what we're manifesting. I'm allowed to take time to heal. So after all of that, all this manifesting and climbing up to Mount Everest, you're up at the top right now. And it's okay to pitch a tent and take a little break, set up a campfire, and enjoy the hunt, enjoy the reward of everything you work towards. So that's the energy and the vibe that I'm getting. If you stuck around to the end, let me know by leaving let's leave an airplane emoji in the comments, because you're definitely soaring high at this time. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I do appreciate everyone who contributes to the channel. And so this energy is beautiful. That's to say the least. Okay. So it's like there's this flow here that you're balancing, and realize it or not, people value you. People in your space, your community values you. It's okay to take a break and heal and rest and just enjoy yourself is the vibe. Like, just set back, recline in your own body if it's not a lazy boy. Yeah, it's like now's the time to really just soak it all in, because you made it. And that's for anyone in this energy. I definitely feel like there's different levels to what you might consider being made. But if you woke up this morning, then you're blessed. And that's the vibe. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed is what I'm getting. So there's a lot of energy here. Someone in your space who has a choice to be with you, and they choose you. You also choose to allow them in your space, and you're starting new. You're starting from a place where you might have began already. And the best part is that you have experience. So there's some nostalgia here from the past of just how you used to be. And that's a good place. Where you were and where you are now is all good. It's very possible to just be a beautiful human being, a beautiful soul overall. So thank you so much for watching. And I love you guys.